Okay, so the lowest common denominator, again, is equal to 6. Okay, so is 6. All right? Are you happy with that? All right, and then we're going to do 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Okay, so we're going to do 4x plus 4. And then take away. And then take away. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then times 3 is equal to 9. So we're going to have 9, 1 minus x, greater than 6 divided by 1 is 6 times 3 is 18.
Now ask an important question. So, like I know you say to get rid of the fractions first, but what is the reason behind that? Because I would find it easy to expand it and then get rid of the fractions.
Well, it looks like it's easier to manipulate whole number than fractions. So that's why we get rid of the fraction altogether. Because then it's easier. Can you see that then you're going to have only whole numbers? So you're going to be manipulating only whole numbers. It's much, much simpler. You still can do it, yeah, but...
I got a completely different answer.
Yeah.
Get a completely different answer if you can get it first.
Yeah. All right, okay, and then we're going to remove the bracket. Okay, can you please tell me this, please, the answer for this?
That'd be 4x plus 16
Mm-hmm.
minus 9 minus 9x.
Are you sure?
Oh, plus 9x, sorry. And then 18x minus would be 36.
All right.
No, 39. No, 36, don't worry.
Okay, now, can you see that you've got to be careful with the negative, otherwise that's it. All right, and then we're going to put the x's together. So on this side we have 13. Okay, and then 13 take away 18. What's the answer for that? Negative 5. So we're going to have minus 5x. And then in here we have 16 minus 9. What is that? 7. And then we're going to move that 7 as a negative 7 to the other side. So on the other side, what you are going to have?
43.
Negative?
43.
Negative 43. All right, and then we are about to divide by negative 5. So we need to switch this around, all right? And then we're going to say that x have to be less than or equal to negative 43 divided by negative 45. So it's going to be 43 over 5. Okay? And that is equal to, what is it? 18 and 3 over 5? 8 and 3 over 5. Okay.
Yeah, I did. Is it positive 5? It's positive. Yeah, I know.
All right. And please do not forget the number line. Okay, are we going to the left or the right? Left. And we're going to color the circle. Damn. Okay, can you please do the last one?
Ethan, did you do the last one?
Yeah, it was hard. 21 over 8 or 2 and 5 over 8.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, sure, that's right.
All right, question H. Right. I want you to do this exercise. I want you to, and see if you get the same answer. Pay attention. Okay, what is the lowest common denominator? What is the lowest common denominator between negative 7 and 2? Negative 40. All right, so you're going to say negative 40. So we're going to multiply. We are going to multiply by negative 14. All right? Okay. From the moment that you multiply by negative 14, then you have to switch this around. Yes?
Can't you also like have it as just positive 14?
that is exactly what we are going to do next, okay, to see if we can do that. Okay, so, and then what is the answer for negative 14 divided by negative 7? 2, and then times negative 4, negative 8. Okay, so it's going to be negative 8x. Okay, and then what is the answer for negative 14 divided by 2? And negative 7 times negative 3? Negative 21? Yes. Okay, and then we are going to divide by, yeah, we're going to have to switch it again. Okay, so we're going to have to switch that again. And that will give you x is greater than 21 divided by negative 8. What's the answer for 21 divided by negative 8?
Just that.
Just that, all right. Or you can express the answer in mixed numeral.
Which is -2 and 5.
Okay, or we're going to say x is greater than negative.
2, 5 over 8.
Okay, so let's check if we get the same answer if we drop, the negative in here. Okay, so we're going to say, let's start again. So we do.
Sorry, my answer was just
All right. All right, let's see if we get the same answer. Now, you need, I tell you this, you need to master this. Okay, so if you reckon that this is too hard, or is giving you, a hard time, then, well, you have a problem. Okay, so make sure that you practice and practice and practice until you can do any question like this one. Okay, you have to practice like any other thing in life. You need to practice. Okay, let's do this. So if we start in here, okay, so there is negative and negative, so we know that the answer for this is the same as this. Okay, and then the lowest common denominator is going to be 14, positive 14. And then let's see if we get the same answer, all right? Okay, so 14 divided by 7 is 2, so it's going to be 8x. 8x. Yeah.
Hang on, Mr. Step. How'd you get from negative to positive? Oh, because the negative divided by negative is positive.
That's correct. Okay, and then we do 14 divided by 2 is 7, so it's going to be negative 21. And then we divide by a positive 8, so we don't need to switch that around. And then is this equal to this? Yeah, okay, so in a situation like this, in which you can simplify the fraction first, then yeah, you can do that. Okay, obviously if you do it this way, it's easier than if you do it that way. Because if you do it this way, you're going to have to switch this around twice. Right. Okay. Next heading is an inequation with absolute values. Yes, and then we're going to do a list, and then we're going to do a few examples, and then we are about to finish this topic, simultaneous equations.
When do we have a test?
Yeah, this is a week A, I think it was.
It's week 5, so
Yeah.
12 minutes.
No. All right, next heading. Okay. I want you to copy this new heading, inequation involving absolute value. All right. Okay, when you solve an equation involving absolute value, you basically have two cases. Okay, consider the following. Right. Okay, at this level, we are going to say this. Hey, if you have any expression in x in absolute value less than or equal or less than a number, let's say that if you have the absolute value of any expression in terms of x less than or equal to k, where k is any number, then to remove the absolute value, because that's what I really want to do. I want to get rid of the absolute value altogether, so then we can solve, the inequality. Then we have this. So to remove the absolute value, we're going to say that whatever the expression is inside is less than k or greater than or equal to negative k. Okay, so that is going to be the rule, and I'm going to give you an example. Okay, just copy that down, and then I'm going to give you an example, and then you're going to say, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. And in here, okay, and in here the solution for x is going to be inside of some interval. So the solution is going to be inside of the interval. We don't know what the interval is. Okay, but it's going to be inside. And then the other case is when you have the absolute value of some expression greater than or equal to a number. Okay, so when you have the absolute value greater than or equal to, then we're going to have to split this into two. So we're going to have to say whatever the expression is greater than or equal to k, or, and that or is very, very important, the expression is going to be less than or equal to negative k. Okay, so we're going to have two different cases. And when you have a situation like this, most of the time, the solution is going to be outside of some interval. So the solution is going to be outside of some interval. We don't know yet. Okay, now these may look very, very mathematical and confusing, but again, when you start doing, the question, then you say, yeah, it's so easy. Example. Okay. Solve the following. Inequation. All right, let's say that you have this. So that you have x plus 1 is less than or equal to 3. Okay, we're saying that, something is less than 3 units away from 0. So it could be on the left side or it could be on the right side. I guess I want you to think again. In here, we are saying that we have something that is less than 3 units away from 0. So if this is 0, that thing could be somewhere here or somewhere here. Okay, but it's going to be less than 3 units away from 0. Okay, that's what we're saying. That's why we have to do it that way. Okay, so to remove the absolute value, you simply say, okay, that thing have to be between 3 and -3. Makes sense, okay, because of what I said. Okay, so we're saying that this is less than 3 units from 0, so it could be on your left or your right. But we know that it's going to be between 3 and +3. And then what we do, we make x the subject. So if you want to make x the subject, we have to take away 1. Okay, so we're going to take away 1. And when you take away 1, you take away 1 from here and here. Okay, so what's the answer for -3 take away 1? -4. And then we don't have any other thing in the middle but x. And then 3 minus 1 is going to be +2. All right? So therefore, my solution now is between -4 and 2. And then we need to include the endpoint because it's equal to. Okay, so the solution is there. So if you pick any number.
Would you do like a line above them?
Yeah. So you can do it like this, or you can do it like that if you want. Okay. All right. So I mean that so the solution for this inequality is any number within this interval. All right. Okay. Let's do another one.
Yeah, that's why it's called in.
Okay. Let's say that you have this one now. Can you please find the answer for this very, very quickly? So we got very few minutes. All right, go and find the answer for this. I'll show you. Okay. Okay. So if you want to remove the absolute value, we say that we have to put this 2x minus half between 7 and -7. Okay, that's what we said. And then if you want to get rid of this half, then you have to plus half on this side and half on that side. So if you plus half in this side, then you're going to have what? -6.5. Yeah? It's going to have -6.5 less than or equal to 2x. And then if you plus in here, you're going to have 7.5. 7.5. Okay? And then we're going to divide by 2. Okay, so we divide by 2. What's the answer for -6.5 by 2? -3.25. So it's -3.25. And 7.5 divided by 2? +3.75. That's it. Okay, and then you draw the number line. Okay, and again, you can see that the solution lie between these two numbers and including those numbers.